Yeah, totally. And so you've done business here in Dubai,
Yeah,
in London and the UK, New York, and
yeah,
Ibiza.
yeah.
How do all of those different markets compare?
It's so different because I think now when I started, so when I first started, I went to New York last January. We were in a store there, and they were just solely on the blazers, and they love the blazers
And the
over
Blazers was
there.
your first piece, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, the
Yeah.
satin blazer was the first piece, which took absolutely ages to get right. And then I think, do you know what I've learned is if for each place there's a different, where I've got so many different collections of pieces. So like in Ibiza, they love like the co-ords. In Dubai, they absolutely love the co-ords. And then you've got the backless dresses and the little mini sets. They love that in Ibiza. And then New York is definitely more, they dress a bit differently, don't they, in America? And they love the blazers over there. But yeah, it's hard because, yeah, you're just constantly trying to make new things for new, and then for new different markets. But yeah, it's been hard trying to gauge where you are in each place and making sure everyone's happy and trying to scale it to like a wholesale business has been hard. It's like,
And so do
yeah.
you sell into shops or just online or pop-ups or a bit of
So
everything?
we kind of do everything really. We're in shops. Obviously our website is what I run.
Yeah.
And then I do pop-ups. I've done a few pop-ups just because the demand in Dubai. We did our first pop-up of November and that was amazing. We had such great feedback. And then I came back in December, been here since. And then now we are in a few stores here, but we're also naturally just getting orders from the website. So we kind of have a fulfillment centre here now, sending them out the same day. So yeah, a bit everywhere.
Bit of everything.
Yeah, everywhere.
And you did this all by yourself for the
Yeah,
first year.
yeah.
Brave.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I look back now, I was thinking, how was I was at one point, I remember just actually packaging all these orders on my own. And one day I was thinking, I was just carrying about 30 orders. And obviously, it was a great feeling. And then I was going back again. And I think there was one day when there was about 35, I had to get in my car and I thought, what am I doing? Like, this is a great feeling, but I could not keep on top of it. And it actually took me a whole year to even get one person to help me. I did everything to getting the trimmings, getting the fabrics, reaching out to, PR, reaching out to influencers. I think I only now since I've hired my first assistant, it was only in October, realised how much I was doing. Like, because I was literally, you know what I mean, in charge of putting it on, getting it out there. I'm very particular about putting on the right people because, you get so many people who want things for free. And it costs me a lot of money to make my products. And I'm very like, if people aren't aligned with my vision, I'm very, I have to politely kind of say no. But I don't want to, my focus is my vision of like luxury brand. And I don't want to step away from that just, to get followers type thing. I just want to build that image really.
And so is that a thing? Like influencers sort of approaching you saying, oh, give me a
Yeah. Oh
freebie,
God.
let me post.
I get a lot. Which look, it's lovely, but it's like you have to think about micro influencers and who's actually going to sell, who's aligned with your vision, your brand, and who's aesthetic. It's not just like someone's got 1 million followers. Like what's the quality of your followers? Do you know what I mean?
Are they actually buying or are they just there?
That's what I mean. And it's a luxury product and if someone's advertising a bit more, say like a Shein or something like that, they're not really aligned with my vision. I have to always think about that. So yeah.
So have you worked with influencers?
Yeah, so I do everything myself. Like when I'm gifting people, I always reach out to people. I kind of still I've had people run my social media, which maybe I'm a control freak, but I had to do that myself. But yeah, I do reach out to people myself and I like building relationships myself as well. But yeah, I think it's so important to grow your brand. I mean, it's so hard, really. My whole business is from Instagram. And, the algorithm, it's hard work. Sometimes you're putting a story up and it's not reaching people. And, you can get so frustrated and you're trying to navigate a market through really just an app. Do you know what I mean? I don't have any in-face retail in London. And if people don't see me on Instagram, then they don't see me. So then you have to spend money on ads. And then, it's just trying to navigate it. It's been hard and it can be, if your algorithm's down, your sales can be down. So it's like trying to build that, and I'm trying to obviously be more out there myself, and put myself out there a bit more. Whereas before I used to hide behind bit models, things like that. But I'm trying to build the brand a bit more that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard.
And it's your name, isn't it,
yeah,
as well?
of course, yeah. It's my name. Yeah. It's hard to just know what the right things to do with no experience as well. Do you know what I mean?
And a lot of it can be trial and error, I think, in any business. What have been some of the things we've gone, fuck, I wish I'd known that before I started?
Let me have a think. Oh God. Probably don't trust people. I mean, Jesus, the first factory I went to, I lost about £10,000 really. I've invested all my money into them. They promised me they'd make these blazers. They weren't up to scratch. It went on for about 5 months, completely missed the market, spring, summer. Didn't even end up going to another factory, didn't even produce until September. So from really January to September, I just lost money and wasted time. They're just kind of probably not trusting people.
Yeah. And how do you now sort of benchmark that? Who do you trust?
You know what? I've just stuck to my same factory since, and I've stuck to the same factory, the same fabric really. And I've obviously looked at other avenues to get things done cheaper, and I haven't been comfortable with the quality. So I haven't jeopardised my quality, and that's something I won't do. So I suppose just trusting the same guy.
Yeah. And hoping they don't go out of business.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
No, I guess in any business it is quite who you know, the connections, the relationships and the referrals. Who's been your best customer?
Well, probably I have some great people in Dubai, for sure. Some people who just have bought about 14 sets, custom colours.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's probably been like the best repeat customer.
Any famous people?
We've had quite a few. So we've had Maja Melna, Leonie Hain. We've had quite a few celebrities in our staff. Frankie Bridge. We've quite a long list of people actually now. God, I have to dive into the list.
Yeah. And so you were like featured in Vanity and Vogue for months, really early on into your business journey.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and did it actually make a big difference to your business?
Do you know what? I was so shocked. I remember I started, I think it's the 27th of September, I launched the first collection, and I sat on the beach in January with my boyfriend, and I just got this email asking me to Vogue, and I thought, is this real? I thought, is this real?
Is this a scam?
Little old me who's just making like 30 blazers to start off with, like what? And I was looking at him, I remember I had like tears in my eyes. I was like, oh my God. He was like, what? I was like, I know. And then I literally got featured in there for 3 months. And then I got approached by Vanity Fair. I was like, Vanity Fair. And no, I think that was, do you know what? It gave me such a validation as a luxury brand. And I think that's what was hard for me to get with my customer was, you know, I don't have a big following on Instagram. I'm a small brand, but when I got recognised from someone like Vogue and Vanity Fair as being luxury, I then had that brand identification, that validation. People were like, right, okay, she is a luxury brand. Do you know what I mean? So just having that validation, I do think has changed my business for sure.
And so that came to you?
Came to me, and she literally emailed me. I was like,
how? But how?
I then must have. I don't know. Do you know what? I feel I was on Wolf and Badger. I don't know if you heard of them. They sell independent brands. I was approached by Wolf and Badger about a month before. I was put on Wolf and Badger as a new brand. And I think it came from there because they're quite international, aren't they? And then, I did that. I think that's how they came around. You know, you just,
That's epic.
But yeah, I think that helped just have that validation to the customer. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And to have that so early on.
Yeah, and people were like, who's ByKeara? Oh, that seems a bit expensive, but then when people see it and they feel the quality and they're like, well, actually, this isn't expensive for the quality at all. This is like, like I said, my customer said it's softer than a Dior set. Do you know what I mean?